Hey everyone, welcome. So today's video is going to be a review on the new foundation from Maybelline 24 Hours foundation, and this is the Superstay foundation, which is the color golden. I paid around $12 at Ulta. They didn't have it nowhere near me. Walgreens, any drugstore, it was completely sold out. So yeah, I had to pick it up online from ulta.com, and it worked for the best because I did get a coupon. So I already primed my face. I used my Smashbox primer, which is this one, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and then the other one that I use, it's the Estee Lauder, the Mattifier Shine Control Perfecting Primer and Finisher. The only reason I use this one is obviously it's oil control. These two go well together, and I really do like it. I like how everything looks like with my face and just the outcome of the foundation. I just really like it. And so yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the foundation itself. I am sick, so but yeah, this is the foundation right here. I got the color 312, which is golden, and I feel like it matches me pretty good. As you guys can see, I am using like natural lighting. That's why it looks, you know what I mean, so that's why it looks like that. So anyways, this one doesn't have any SPF or anything. It's supposed to last up to 24 hours. I don't have, you know, ever my foundation that long. If anything, probably 12 to 14 hours max. That's it. So I'm gonna be using my brush. This one is from Amazon. I always forget to link it down below, and it came like in a pack of probably 10 brushes. I love the bristles on this one because as soon as you stipple the foundation like this, it doesn't feel like it's poking you or anything like that. I already talked about it so many times whenever I do my foundation, but honestly, this is one of my favorite you know, products. If I can find it below, I'll link it. So yeah, I'm gonna take one pump on my finger, just like that, and I'm gonna apply it all over my face. Like I mentioned, I already primed my face and whatnot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply everything. Most of the foundations that I've been trying, they're either like a half shade lighter than my skin tone and whatnot, so that's why it's really hard for me to actually like the foundation. But the color, ooh, it went out, it blended out really nicely. This is how I like to apply my foundation, just kind of like stipple my face, pounce it into my skin so I could get the most coverage of it. You guys know if you do that, you get the fullest coverage of in any foundation, and that's what I like to do. I already have my eyebrows done and whatnot because you guys see my eyebrows a bajillion times. I have like moles all around my face. Right here you can see the freckles, but that's, I always had them since I was a kid. But I do have moles all over my face. All right, ooh, love the color, you guys. This is my excitement. If I can find this color in every single foundation, I'll be the happiest girl. Let me go ahead and blend on this side. Now with the beauty blender, I do like to use sponges, beauty blenders, whatnot, but I feel like I get the fullest coverage like this. If I want to go ahead and kind of like diffuse the product just a little bit, then I go in with the beauty blender. I'm gonna add it just a little bit more, not a little bit, maybe just like this much. Can you guys see that? This much, just right here on this area and right here. I really do like the coverage on this one. It's matte, but it's not like soaking up or anything. It does look like you're wearing foundation though. That's one thing. So if you don't like that, definitely this is a no-go for you. You know, I just like it. I do have larger pores around this area right here, but the primer, the Estee Lauder primer, kind of like helped diminish those pores just a little bit. Now just keep in mind that I'm going to be kind of like rubbing on my nose a lot because I am sick and my nose is a little bit runny nowadays, so the foundation is going to come off a little bit on, you know, like around my nose area, like around my, you know, mustache area. And right, so this is with kind of like one layer of foundation. I don't want to add anything else, even more foundation, because it is going to look really heavy. It does look like you're wearing foundation, I'm not gonna lie. So hopefully it doesn't sink into my pores or anything. I'm gonna go in with my Tarte, what is it, Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color medium. These are the lashes that I was telling you guys in my last vlog that I just repurchased them from Vegas Nay Vegas Nay collection. These are bronzed Beauty, I think. They're so pretty. The only issue that I have is that the inner like the inner part of the lashes, they kind of like tend to go up every once in a while, and I hate that. Okay, so I'm gonna set everything with my Airspun loose powder, and I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm not gonna bake in it for a long time. Maybe I'm gonna leave it on for like probably a minute, and add a little bit on my nose because, like I said, I mean, even though I'm going to be, you know, blowing on my nose, I still want to keep a little bit of foundation on. Okay, so the parts where I put the powder, it's the parts where I get extremely oily. That's why I like to do this. If you're not oily as myself, then obviously don't do it, and just kind of like set it a little bit. So yeah. Okay, so it's been a minute. I'm going to remove all the excess powder. So one thing that I've noticed with this foundation is that if you're gonna set or bake in it, make sure you don't bake. I mean, you just have to be really careful, because I do notice that the powder just kind of like, you know, stayed in here, and I don't know, kind of like soaked the powder a little bit more. So that's the only issue that I have. As far as everything else, it looks pretty good. I just added a little bit of foundation on my lips because I am going to move on with you know, my lipstick and whatnot. So I'm gonna bronze a little bit, see how everything works with this foundation. Too Faced Chocolate Soleil powder, and I'm gonna, you know, just bronze up a little bit. All right, so next, moving on, I'm gonna move on with blush, and the blush that I'm gonna be using, it's this one from Hourglass. This is one of the you know, trio blushes, so I'm gonna use a combination of these two right here. And I like this blush, I like this palette, because as you guys can see, it gives you like that luminous glow. Like every time, I always forget to highlight. I don't do it on an everyday basis like other people. I wish, but it's sometimes, you know what, I forget. I wish I could just, you know, wear the blush. I wish I could just highlight just every day, but look, it gives you like that glow within, and I just like it. I really do enjoy this quad. I had it for years, and it's just one of my favorites. So alright guys, so we have concluded the video. This is how the makeup, not the makeup, but this is how the foundation looks like. As you guys can see, I really do like the foundation right now. I feel like it looks really flawless. It looks really flawless, and it covers your imperfection. If you have freckles and whatnot, it will cover them. I don't have a lot of blemishes, but I do have, you know, what do you call it, freckles that I will like to cover every once in a while, So yeah, this is how it looks. I do like it so far, so yeah, I can't complain about it right now. The color is just perfect. As you guys can see, this is my color, and I'm just in love with the color, because it's so hard for me to find the correct shade. If I go too dark, it's going to oxidize, so hopefully this one it doesn't. So yeah, in the next clip, I'm going to show you how everything went down, and then I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I am filming right now. It's around 9, almost 10 o'clock, 9:54, and this is how my foundation looks like. So far, I had it, I was out in the sun for about an hour early in the morning, so this is how it looks like. I am not so shiny or anything, but yeah, I don't feel like it accentuated anything, my fine lines or anything like that. And it's been about 4.5 hours already, so that's how the foundation looks like. So far, I am liking it. The color, I really do enjoy the color, and I really like it a lot. It's not, you know, too orange. It's not. I do take care of my skin as much as I can. I do have discolorations and whatnot, but that runs in the family. I have freckles, and you know, that runs in the family as well. And you know, everything else, I do try to, you know, like I mentioned, take care of my skin as much as I can. As far as larger pores and whatnot, I mean, you like to use one of my favorite primers right now, which is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It's this one right here, and the Estee Lauder. This is the first step that I do, and this is the second one. I let it sit for a minute, and then I go in with this one. This was a little bit more expensive. It comes with 1 fluid ounce, and this one it's 3.9 ounces. So I do use a little bit of this one, not a lot, and I just emphasize it around this area, and it just works well. And then This has a very thick consistency, but it's not super thick like a Huda Beauty or a Kat Von D foundation or anything like that. It is very thick, it's full coverage, but it's a little bit runny, not, you know, super runny or anything. It's still liquidy, you know. So yeah, I like that. And once you apply it, it applied really nicely, at least on my skin. And you know, like I said, the color matches me perfectly and everything else. I didn't feel like it oxidized on my skin. One thing that I do notice, and I did notice, is that I was getting a little bit of breakout right here. I don't know, I'm filming this during the holidays, so you know, I'm like really stressed out, but I'm not 100% sure if the foundation is the one that's breaking me out. Like I said, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. My face itch, but it's not to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to take off my foundation. And so yeah, that's one thing. And then the other one, as far as oiliness, right now it's cold, but I mean, obviously if you're not outside and running errands and whatnot, your natural oils are not going to come out as much. But if you are if you're outside, I feel like it is going to look oily. Not super oily, but like I'm telling you, these two together help me so much. So what I like to do after I finish applying this one, I go in with the setting spray, or you know, primer water, but I like to set it with this one. And also, if you like to bake, do not let your whatever powder you're using, do not let it sit for a long time, because it will soak up the powder right here. I don't know what it is, but I don't have that problem with other foundations. I like to use my Airspun loose powder. If not, I like to use my Too Faced, because it is a little bit finer, and I like that one. Overall, I do like the foundation. For an everyday basis, I feel like I can go ahead and, you know, use it. Why not? And that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say about it other than I do like it. If I would have to rate it, I would have to rate it 8 out of 10. The only reason why it's the longevity. I mentioned previously, I am sick, so I am always blowing on my nose and whatnot. Okay, so I think this is a sign that I have to end the video right now, because the lighting is completely dark, and I'm just working with natural lighting as always. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Like I mentioned, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy it and have a good day and week and whatnot. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye everyone.